Hello, this is Natty and you're once welcome back to PHP tutorials for beginners. And this is Information World. And in today's lesson, you're going to treat PHP operators. PHP operators. So PHP operators are used to perform operations on variables and then values. In last week's lessons, we talked about variables. So with a variable, this is the name of a variable and this is the value of the variable. So with operators, we use them to perform operations on variables and then the values. Variables and then values. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. So PHP divides operators into the following groups. So PHP divides operators into the following groups. Number one, arithmetic operators. Number two, assignment operators. Number three, comparison operators. Number four, increment or decrement operator. Number five, logical operators. Number six, string operators. Number seven, array operators. So these are basically groups of operators that we have in PHP, and I'll talk about a few of them. And as the tutorial, as the episodes are going on, you'll be using some of them. So please take notice of these operators. I've listed 7 of them so far. So now let's talk about the first one, which is arithmetic operator. So arithmetic operators are used to perform arithmetic operations on numeric data. So remember in our previous lesson we talked about numeric values, which we said it is all under integer. I hope you remember. So we said integer are numeric what? Values. So arithmetic operators are used to perform operations on numeric values. So now, assuming we have 15 and we want to perform an operation here, 15 and then 90. You want to perform an operation of adding, you have it here like this. 15 plus, by addition, we say 15 plus 90 is equal to what? One guess? 105. So basically, arithmetic operators are used to perform operations on numeric values like these. Okay, so now let's talk about some examples of operators used in arithmetic operations. So the first one I want to talk about is the addition operator, which has the symbol of plus It's very common. Yeah. So with this one, you use it for summation, as you know already, arithmetic. The next one I want to talk about is subtraction. So subtraction. Okay. Now with the subtraction operator, it is used to find the difference between two numbers, two or more numbers. So now the operator symbol is this, minus. So for example, when I have 15 minus 90, you know the answer will be negative 75. Negative 75. So this is an example of the minus or the subtraction operation. The next one is multiplication. So multiplication operator it basically multiplies two figures. Like if you have x and y, it multiplies two of them, and the symbol is this, star. So if I have 3 and I want to multiply it by 7, you know the answer would be 21. The answer will be 21. If you know this basically, but I just want to highlight on some of these stuff so that we use them in our examples. So the next one is division, basically. Division operator. And the division operator has a symbol of /, and it's used to find the quotient of two numbers. So if you have x and y, you want to find the quotient. So assuming I have 10 and I want to divide by 2, the answer will give me 5. Basically, that's it. Okay. So these are the 4 basic arithmetic operators that we know. So now let's go to the coding. Let's try and code something. So I have 2 values. Let's echo them. I have 15. I want to add 9 to it. When I get this, let's go back to our browser and then refresh. So 15 plus 9 gives us 24. You see it? 15 plus 9 will give us 24. So this is done actually. But remember, on our last series or episode, we treated variables. So I want to just store these numbers in a variable and you use it. So I just say first num is equal to 15, sorry. Second num is equal to 9. And then I come again and say total is equal to the first number. So the first num plus the second num. So instead of me type in the values of each of the variables, which is 15 and then 9, I am actually putting in the variables there in place. So I'm saying that first number, which stands in for 15, and the second number, which stands in for 9, whenever you sum it up, it should be equal to, the value should be assigned to the variable total. So basically, we have declared and initiated this variable, and the data type for this variable is integer. It is a whole number. So you know that how the answer will give us is very simple. 15 plus 9. So the answer should be equal to total. So let's total. So echo total. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it is working. Total. So let's change this one to 200 and see. 215. So variables actually holds the numbers for us, and then the operators help us to perform operations on the variables. Okay, so this is for addition. You can do the same for subtraction. So for subtraction, so we have negative 185. So the same thing applies to the other ones that we talked about, the other arithmetic operators. So quickly, let's move to the next one, which is assignment operators. So for the assignment operators, we used to assign values to variables. For assignment operators, you use them to assign values to the operator basically for assignment is equal to there's it equal to. So in our previous example, we assigned 15 to first num and assigned 200 to second num. So basically, this symbol equal to here is an operator which assigns a value to a variable. Very simple. Let's move to the next one. The next one is comparison operator. So for comparison operators, basically compare two or more values. Comparison operator is used to basically compare two values. So we have one symbol which is the equal, two equal signs. It is equal. This is different from assignment. This is for comparing, for comparison. Okay, the second one is identical. So this is comparing. This one is for equal to 3. 3 equal to signs is for identical. So with this one, to check the data type of it and then the value, everything will be checked before. We have not equal to, not equal to, not equal to. You have equal to and not equal. Yeah. You also have this too. Not equal to. You can use any of this. So you can either use this or that. They all work. They all work. Not equal to. Comparison. You have greater than. greater than, which is that, less than, simple, right? We have less than or equal to, less than or equal to, less than or equal, then greater than or equal. Okay, so that's basically what we want to talk about today. You do some example for some of these and then check it out, but not here in this tutorial. So you can say 5 is equal to 5. True or false? It is true. So you used to compare. When you get to control structures, you learn more about this to help us. But for now, you just keep this in mind. You have others. We have the logical operators. You have the increment. You have the string operators. You have many others. But I want to talk about the string operators and then let's move on. So in our previous example, we had this, and the answer shows this. This value actually doesn't give any meaning. This value doesn't actually give any meaning. So what if I want to add a string to it so that it gives me a better result? So I can say the total is you have an error. There's a syntax error here, and they are saying that unexpected total. There's the variable called total. So expecting this or that, blah blah blah. How do I solve this? I just have to introduce a string operator, and it is full stop or dot. So when I put this here, I'm saying that this, although this is a different data type, this is also different. Due to that, it will just add them. You call it concatenation. It will concatenate the string with the variable, which is an integer, and then convert the variable to a string. So let's see what happens. So the total is this. So concatenation, actually, it will convert your variable from any data type to string and then add it to a string for you. That's basically what a string operator is. That's basically what a string operator is. You also have arrays operator, but you don't worry. In our next episodes, in our subsequent episodes, you deal with it appropriately. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe and like our video. You can share it to friends, and also any comment or any kind of suggestion is warmly welcome. Once again, I'm Nati, and this is Information World. Thank you for watching. See you next time.